Today, one of these four players will win a fabulous trip to St. Martin as we play America's most popular hidden word game, Boggle, the interactive game. And here's your host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you very much, Randy West. Thank you, players. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Boggle, the interactive game. We have an exciting new game where not only do the players in the studio compete, but several times during the course of the show, you at home will get a chance to win prizes by playing a game very similar to the one we're playing here. All you need is a touch-tone telephone. So stick around for that, will you? In the meantime, let's meet our four studio players. This is Jay Rubin, a graduate student from Los Angeles, California. David Hatfield is a location finder from L.A. Terry Ray is an administrative assistant from Grove City, Ohio. And Wanda Dorn is an etiquette expert, no less, from Los Angeles, California. Give yourselves a nice round of applause, and good luck to you. These four players will compete in our elimination contest until we come up with one Boggle champion of the day who will win this fabulous trip. Randy?
Today's winner will fly off to one of the Caribbean's most enchanting islands. You'll be guests of the Mullet Bay Resort, featuring golf, tennis, water sports, plus a half-mile of powder white beaches, a tropical paradise of the Caribbean on St. Martin from Mullet Bay Resort. Okay, Wink.
Thanks, Randy. And by the way, in addition to the trip to St. Martin, we'll also give you his and her watches so you can tell when it's time to come back home and go back to work. All right, players, we're about to start round one. In front of you is a keypad that looks exactly like a telephone keypad. I'll show you a grid of letters that corresponds to that keypad. Hidden in that grid somewhere are 4- and 5-letter words. I'll give you a clue to one of the words, and you'll have 10 seconds to spell it out by pressing the number or symbol on your keypad that corresponds to the correct letters. And bear in mind, you're spelling the answers out using the letters on our grid and not the letters on your telephone keypad. For example, in this grid, if the clue was mouse catcher, you would ignore the letters on your telephone keypad and you'd spell out the answer trap by pressing the number keys that are in the same position as the letters on our grid. So to spell out trap, you'd press 1 for T, 2 for R, 5 for A, and 6 for P. And let me point out that in each word, each letter connects to the other. All righty, I hope you understand that. One more thing, after 3 seconds, we'll show you the first letter of the answer. And remember, you can only use a letter once for each word. Each word is worth up to 1,000 points, and the faster you punch in, of course, with the correct letters, the more points you score. The 3 players with the highest scores after 5 words will move on to the second round. And you at home can practice playing our game by finding the same words these players are looking for using your own touch-tone phone. See how well you do. All right, let's get started by looking at the first Boggle board. Here's your grid of letters. We'll use this grid to find the 5 words in this round. And the first clue is, it goes in your camera. The word begins with F. All of you pushed the buttons 1, 2, 3, and 6, and you spelled out the word film using the letters in our grid. Very well played. You want to stop now and quit or keep going? You're so perfect. Remember, you can score up to 1,000 points for each correct answer, and your scores are determined by how fast you punched in your answer. Let's move on to clue number 2. Here it is. Wicked or bad. Begins with an E. E-V-I-L, evil. And the only 2 who got it are the evil ones. David and Terry got that. Wanda and Jay, they don't know anything about evil, see? All right, let's add these scores to your totals and see where we stand. These are the running totals to this point. And furthest behind is Wanda. Remember, only 3 players moved around 2. So, Wanda, go to work. Let's move on to word number 3. Here's your clue. Hand signal for goodbye. This begins with a W. Everybody got it. 4, 8, 5, and 7. If you push those, you spelled out wave using the letters in our grid. Very well done. So let's add that to your previous scores. These are the running totals. Very nicely done. And everybody's getting closer. Wanda, you're getting closer too. Those are the totals as we go to word number 4. Here's the clue. You cook on it. Begins with an S. S-T-O-V-E. You cook on a stove. Everybody got it except Wanda that time. Let's add that to your previous scores and see where everybody stands at this point in our game of Boggle. Those are the totals. And we are ready for our final word. Wanda, since you're behind, that means you have to get this to have a chance to move on, all righty? Okay, your final word, and the clue is this. Mrs. Fred Flintstone begins with a W. W-I-L-M-A, Wilma Flintstone. All right, let's total up the scores and see who will be moving on to round 2. And those moving are Jay, David, and Terry. Congratulations to all three of you. Wanda, you got a little behind there in the beginning and too much to surmount to catch up with them. But we do have some nice parting gifts for you, and our thanks for playing Interactive Boggle. Welcome back to Boggle, everybody. And by the way, thanks to all of our players at home. I hope you had fun playing, and more than that, I hope you did well. If you didn't get a chance to play that time, we'll be coming up on another play break for home viewers right after this round. I've got another Boggle board now and 5 more words for our studio players. And after that, we'll be down to our 2 finalists who will get to compete in our 3rd round to determine today's studio winner. And by the way, while our 3 players here in the studio are trying to solve these 5 words, why don't you at home practice up? See if you can solve the 5 words and get ready to play those play breaks at home. All right, all of our players' scores are back to 0. Here's your grid of letters for this round and your first clue. Good luck. Giraffe's claim to fame begins with an N. Well, did you push the buttons 2, 1, 5, and 3? If you did, you spelled out the word neck using the letters in our grid. 2 of you did, 1 of you didn't, and we know who didn't, don't we, David? All right, let's move on to clue number 2. Here it is. Grows in patties. Word begins with R. Everybody got it. R-I-C-E. Rice patties, of course. Easy enough. Easier, huh, David? No problem with that. All right, let's add these scores to your totals and see where you stand at this point. All right, David, you're still behind, obviously, because you missed the one just before this one. So let's move on to word number 3. The clue is ice cream holder. Begins with a C. Everybody pushed 5, 4, 2, and 1, spelled out cone using the letters in our grid, C-O-N-E, ice cream holder, ice cream cone. So these are the totals as we go for word 4. And David, you're still behind. Remember, only 2 players can move ahead. All right, here's your clue. Large motor vehicle. Begins with a T. T-R-U-C-K. Maybe we're making it too easy. Everybody got that one that time. David, if you jumped in hurriedly on this one, if you got in early, you may have added appreciably to your score. Let's check the previous scores and see where everybody stands. 14-44. Still back, David, but still a chance to win. We're ready for our final word. David, that means you must get this right to have a chance to move on. Here is your clue, everybody. Take a look. Astronauts have this stuff. Begins with an R. R-I-G-H-T. Astronauts have the right stuff. And that time, Jay missed it. David, you did get it, so there's a shot. Let's total up the scores and see who's moving to our final round. And it's Jay on the end and Terry on the other end. Congratulations to both of you. Well, David, you didn't quite come from behind. You had a shot, but didn't make it. But we have some nice parting gifts for you, and our thanks for playing Boggle. Nice to meet you. We'll be back with our finalists to determine today's winner after we give you at home a chance to be a winner. It's easy. Watch this. Welcome back to Boggle, everybody, and thanks to all of our players at home. I hope you did well. If you didn't get a chance to play that time, we'll be coming up on another play break right after this round. I've got another Boggle board now and 5 more words for our 2 finalists, Jay and Terry, here in the studio. This will determine today's studio winner, who will receive the fabulous trip to St. Martin. And our runner-up will get this prize. Randy?
Our runner-up will receive the thermal electric grill from Thermos. You can't mistake it for an ordinary grill by the way it looks or the way it cooks. It's from Thermos. Okay, wait.
Jay and Terry, you ready to go? Yeah. All right, here we go. Our player scores are back to 0. Here's your grid of letters for this round. And the first clue is Rabbit's cousin. Begins with an H. both pushed the buttons 9, 5, 3, and 2, and you spelled out hair using the letters on our grid. Good beginning, and look how close you are, 648, 664. Here's the clue for word number 2. It heals all wounds. Begins with a T. T-I-M-E. Terry's the only one who got that. Time heals all wounds. So, Terry, you're going to go ahead. Let's see by how much. There are the totals on the scores. He's about double you over there, Jay. So you got your work carved out for you. Let's go on to word number 3. Here's your clue. To prepare for a test. Begins with a C. Push 6, 3, 5, and 4. You found cram using the letters on our grid. You cram for a test. You shouldn't, but we do. Let's add to your previous scores. Here's where you stand. Here's the next clue. Irvin Johnson's nickname begins with an M. M-A-G-I-C, of course. Magic Johnson. Irvin Magic Johnson. Both of you got that. All right, let's add to our previous scores and see who's in the lead at this point. Both pushed in about the same time that time. Jay, you're still behind. This is the final clue of the round. This will determine our winner. And Jay, since you are behind Terry by about 700 points, you got to get this right in order to have a chance to win. All righty? The final clue is clingstone or freestone fruit. Starts with a P. P-E-A-C-H. Clingstone or freestone peaches. Jay, I noticed you came in very early. You have a good shot because it took Terry a while. Who will win, Jay or Terry? Let's total up the scores and see who our winner is. Terry, but very close. Wow. About 400 points difference, Jay. You came very close. Congratulations to you, Terry. You just won that fabulous trip to St. Martin, and to keep you on schedule, we have this for you as well. Randy?
Yes, to be sure you're on time to tee off on the great golf courses of the Caribbean, Terry. You'll also receive Jules Jurgensen's His and Her water-resistant watches with stainless steel case and bracelet. These versatile watches may be worn anytime from Jules Jurgensen. Congratulations, Terry.
Well done, Terry. You got the trip to St. Martin, the His and Her watches, a prize package worth over $3,800. Wow. Very well played. And Jay, I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you. You'll receive an electric grill. Hopefully you can put that to work in the backyard. And thanks for playing Boggle. Nice to have you with us. We'll be back with our winner, Terry, in just a moment. We want to give you at home one more chance to get in on the fun and win prizes as well. It's easy. Watch. Well, Terry's our winner, and I hope you were a winner at home. Hope you had fun playing Boggle there where you are in your den or living room or kitchen. Terry, congratulations to you. You're our winner.
Thank you very much.
On your card, I remember something that stuck out like a sore thumb. You were a secretary to a dog?
Yeah, it's true.
What does it mean?
Well, this lady who was very wealthy, she had this dog she thought was a human, so she had a desk and hired a secretary for it, and that was me.
I have a bunch of chihuahuas. My wife's the secretary to our dogs. Remember, keep watching today for more chances for you to play Boggle. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Some of our participants will receive Swirl from Burlington House, a dramatic Gothic woven damask ensemble capturing today's attention to fashion and quality. Machine washable Burlington House continuing to provide products with greater intrinsic value. A Sirocco chaise stacking lounge with wheels, easy for relaxing and a complement to any outdoor area from Sirocco. Pasta Mamas brings convenience to gourmet cooking with their line of dessert pastas and sauces furnished by Pasta Mamas. Viva Bags of California, designers of unique high-fashion handbags, an excellent complement to any outfit, handcrafted in the USA from the finest European leathers and hardware. Viva Bags of California. Hatteras Hammocks, unique single-seater, hanging porch or garden swing. Hand-woven cotton rope promises durability and many relaxing hours from Hatteras Hammocks.
Where is the big prize? Behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? Find out when you join Monty Hall for Let's Make a Deal, next on the Family Channel.